stuck like hell, dude. Hello! How blurry is it? Yesterday we were very blurry. Sorry, I was yelling at the dog. He was all tangled up. He was like, help me! And then he would be going the wrong way, and there's a bunch of thorns. So I just kept getting poked by thorns. No blur. See, it was the hotel room. I figured that was the thing. I had a bunch of people yesterday message me after my live, and they're like, you need to better this, you need to better that. And I'm like, I almost had a mental breakdown because my TikTok isn't working. It won't let me go live. I keep getting restricted, and so I have a blurry camera over here, right? I'm pissed off about that. And then instead of being helpful, I have someone come in and be like, directly message me and say, you need to better this, you need to better that. It's like, you know, I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm at a state right now where I'm trying to like fucking make money again because of what's happening to me on TikTok. I don't need to hear you telling me to fucking get better this, spend money on this that I don't fucking have, asshole. Thank you. Howdy. Sorry, y'all. I just thought of that. Just thinking about it pissed me off. Oh my gosh, they sure do. They always know what's right, no matter what, if it's their life or not, you know? Life. Not life, but life in general, you know? Woo! But we're here now, and that's all that matters, right? Right. But howdy, y'all. Thank you for being over here. I guess what I'm gonna do is go live on here and then let everybody, or on TikTok, let everybody know I'm gonna go over here and then go over here. I was just hoping it would get fixed and that we could still go live over there, but I don't know. I was thinking about eventually doing Patreon lives when we get enough RailcarRosieart patrons, and then maybe we can listen to music over there. I don't know if you can listen to music on Patreon. Yeah, it's like, and like people's lives always different. Asking questions is always the greatest thing to do before you pipe up and start saying do this and do that. You know what I mean? Because you never know if they've already tried that or if there's circumstances or reasons why they can't do that, you know? Sometimes people's help, you know, is not very helpful at the end of the day. I know that people mean well, but sometimes they don't realize that you're not helping, you know? But honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal for them to say that. It was just a little frustrating. After everything that was going on with me, I was like, oh, dude, I do not need to hear, you should buy this. You need to go buy this right now. Like, I don't need to fucking hear that, dude. Fuck off. Bugger off, please. Thank you. Zoom camera. You got a notification? Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear. What the hell? You bumping me like that? But I'm really bummed out that we don't get to listen to music on here anymore. I had the most amazing playlist, y'all, that I have created and still working on. Oh, we got spammers on YT too. Now we know. Make me feel at home. So we're arguing with all the people saying weird stuff. Howdy, howdy. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're gonna miss all the weirdos. Well, we got weirdos over here too. The internet's full of them, right? Oh, it's just a bummer because YT doesn't really share you out to people like TikTok does. So it's not like this isn't gonna be a place where I can promote my art really. There's gonna be a big one. Unless I get my views up and shit. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Sewing, chatting, doing stuff. Figure out a way where we can go do something with music and stuff. So I made this little cool pouch thing again. And I can't exactly tell you what kind of book and why I'm making a book for it. But basically at the end of it, it's a train book. It's a train book, right? And my friend gave me it. And I wanted to make a little pocket, a little pouch for it. So right now, let's put it in there to show you guys. That. And all the material is made out of old clothing that I have owned, or Les has owned. Oh, thank you. No, I don't have natural curls. Yeah, it takes me a long time to curl my hair, but not with like an iron or anything. I don't own an iron. I have realized recently I need an iron. I won't be able to use it all the time, but I do need one because sometimes curls end up not being curled how you want, and just having an iron to fix that is really helpful. But yeah, I don't have one. So I do a wet set every day. I use pillow rollers. They're like foam rollers, except I feel like they're less uncomfortable to lay on. Although sometimes the way that I curl my hair at night, it's just like painful to sleep on. You got a notification? Okay, that's good. Good to know that people who are subscribed to the channel are going to get notifications. And if you're ever new in here, let me know. I want to get a gauge on like how much how much YouTube shares out people. And if you are someone who's on YT and have any suggestions or anything like that for me, let me know. Like what to do or what to look out for. I don't know much about going live over here, but we're gonna have to. Oh my god, the chat on YouTube is crazy weird. I'm doing alright. I'm stressed. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I'm pretty stressed about the TikTok shit and me being restricted over there. But I don't want to be so stressed anymore. You know? I just want to enjoy my days. So I'm trying not to let it get to me too much. Trying not to. It's not easy, but I'm trying. And that's sometimes all we can do, right? Maybe have a little bowl. Maybe it'll help me feel a little better. I don't know. I've just been doing so much filming lately and editing stuff and working on pinup and vintage stuff and artwork. And I want to share it with people so I can like make money and keep doing this stuff. And as I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at everything that I'm doing, and TikTok's like, but we don't want anyone to see it. I'm like, fuck you. That's alright, Humbo. Humbo. Like they're all over you. have no music. We're musicless over here. I've got to hum to myself now. I guess I could make a public domain playlist. Oh, this would be so much fun. Howdy. Oh, and I'm glad that y'all are over here, because we are getting real close. I think we'll be able to show those pictures of what I first looked traveling, what I look like now, because I think we're about to 900, and we need 1,000 to 1,000 is part of the monetization getting monetized on here, but then I also have to get the watch time up. I've been told that the going live helps your watch time, but I don't know, it doesn't ever seem to help for me none. Okay, we'll see. I'm glad you're over here. I've been, wanting to go live over here more. And it just seems like TikTok really just doesn't want me on their app. It really does. I got banned a little while back for, I don't know, it was a feet joke. Who knows what I got banned for, really, at the end of the day. So I was like, oh, I need to go live on YT more. Then my restrictions end, and then I forgot to go live over here. And then TikTok started restricting me again. For, I don't know what. I can't go live without getting restricted on TikTok, so I don't know. We're just gonna live over here now. Strive and thrive over here. Man, I should have listened to Crystal. She said, you need to go over to TikTok, girl. You need to go over to TikTok where they'll pay you. Yeah, I know. Now look where I am. All because I dragged my feet. Yeah, I can say what I sell. I can talk about other apps. I don't feel like I'm constantly restricted. Like, I can talk about TikTok. I can say Instagram. I can say shit like that. It feels like a lift off my chest to not feel like I constantly have to be worrying about what I'm saying. You can see my art on RailcarRosieart.com, dude. I can just say stuff. You can even put links in this app here, over here. Isn't that crazy? But the only problem is it takes time for people to get on my live streams. They're going to be new here. So sales on paintings are going to be down a lot this month. Unless, like, TikTok changes back, fixes itself, or I figure out what the fuck's wrong. It's going to be down. And you don't get enough people on here for me to, like, talk about my art. Because it doesn't share your platform out until you've, like, I don't know. You gotta prove to TikTok or prove to YouTube you're a real person and you're not bad. Oh, Facebook is so bad. Facebook, dude, does not notify you. If I went live on Facebook right now, I'd probably have maximum 0 people on the live and some point 2 to 1. Yeah, it's really bad over there on Facebook. Facebook is so behind on, like, updating its shit, you know, that it's really bad. There's a while when I first started going live, I tried to go live on all the apps, and out of all the apps going live on, TikTok was the best engagement of showing you to more people, and so that was why it was really beneficial for me to be over there. But now they've robbed me from the one good thing about it, so fuck them. I don't need them anyway. They fucking paid me like $20 a month, or $20 a week. You know? Yeah, Les was saying last night that, like, technically, like, TikTok owes me money now for doing that. Like, if any other job, you know? Because I'm not doing anything wrong. My lives are just getting restricted. I'm not promoting nothing. I'm not doing nothing. And they keep getting restricted. But, again, it's like just one of those shitty jobs where it's like, you didn't pay me enough anyway for me to stick around. The hell? The only reason why I liked TikTok, again, was because of the algorithm and it showing you to new people. Therefore, I was able to talk to more people about my art who had never seen my art before and get more sales, which was really nice. And you're a bum, Moses. A bum. You sat right on my shit. And I think you sat on my thimble. And I'm kind of weird about it. I need that thimble. How am I supposed to wax this string now? Oh my god. Get out of here. Oh no, I'm happy as hell, y'all. I love my life. I'm just like getting in life out of my control. But the life that I choose, I'm happy. Does that make sense? Like, there are things that are frustrating around me, but they're not really like in my control. It's nothing I can do, really. You know? Oh, well, thank you. Like, I'm pissed that TikTok is being shitty right now. I don't like millionaires, and I think they're shitty people. I don't like ICE and all that stuff. But, like, the injustice of the working class and child labor, you know? That shit sucks. But I love my life, you know what I mean? I love traveling, I love doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ow. Well, howdy, I'm more of a hobo than a cowgirl, but I do understand the you know. I like cowgirl westerny stuff. I wouldn't mind getting the opportunity to do more cowboy or cowgirl stuff in my life, but yeah, I'm more of a hobo more than anything than a cowgirl. Is there a way I can put a link tree in here so people can get to our link tree? I don't know. I've got to figure this app out. And I will. Okay? I figured out fucking TikTok. I can figure this out. If I can suffer through TikTok. What? A hobo? You spelled hobo. A hobo is someone who hops trains or hitchhikes around the United States and travels for work. Not necessarily hitchhikes and hop trains, but when you usually imagine a hobo or think of a hobo, it's someone who hitchhikes and hop trains for work. I live in a van now, but I still hitchhike and hop trains around the United States. I part-time live in my van, I part-time hitchhike and hop trains. But I have artwork to do, so I can't always do that artwork while hitchhiking and hopping trains. And I also have a lovely boyfriend. His name's Les Blackwell. And he's got to go to shows and tours on time. And we also can't do that by freight. So that's why we got a vehicle that we live in part-time. Alright, I think that's waxed enough, I would say. I would. In the description? I think so. But I thought I already had a... Oh, I have to add the description when I go live. I can't comment on the live. Look at how stressed I'm getting. Jesus fucking Christ. Can't stop doing that. Stickers. QAs. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do any of the... Howdy! To your account. Okay. Not quite. That lady was very hippie. I'm more of... like... I hop trains and I travel around the United States. She went to festivals and places and gatherings and stuff. What I do is a little different. Not quite the same. She was definitely a traveler too, but I wouldn't say she was a hobo per se. Well, I'll have to see if I can add it next time. Because I need to make sure I can have my link tree and all that in here. Just in case we start getting views in this, over on this app. Over here. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to be frustrated. I'm doing okay. We try to go live on TikTok again. Restricted. I think you've seen that already. So it's a little frustrating, but I'm getting by. I'll be fine. You know what I mean? As we always say, you can't keep a good dog down. So I will definitely get through it. It's almost my anniversary too. This had to happen to me right before my anniversary. Video description. Yeah, I think I can only do that in the bio or when I tap on it. You like YouTube better? I would love YouTube better if it could do two things for me. If they could make it so you could play music in the back of your live streams, and two, make it so they could show you to new people better. You know what I mean? Like TikTok does. If they did those two things, I would never go back to TikTok, dude. Never. There would be no reason. Like the pinning of stuff and whatnot, that's neat. But those are the two things that make it easier for my work. You know what I mean? For me to be shared to people who are new, that I can talk about my art with, so I can find people who want custom paintings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I also work really hard on my playlist. I want to play my music in the back of my live streams. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. Why you can't just listen to music on lives. It's stupid. I understand for like videos, I guess, and shit, but for lives, it's silly. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like that. Well, thank you. Howdy. But We'll get, I mean, I just need to find a place where I can go live and we can listen to music still. Realistically, I just don't want to do it on a different app. I don't want to get a different app on my phone because I don't want to have to try to get you all to a different app as well. I was hoping that maybe on Patreon you could go live and play music, but I don't know if you're allowed to on Patreon. If not, that's silly. Silly, I tell you what. You know that Amish people can't have internet, so why would you think I'm an Amish person with internet? A little confusing. Also, fun fact, Amish ladies can't wear a hat, even if some magic way they were able to be on a phone and go live. They can't wear hats. Ouch. I had this recently. I decided to print out. Careful, you're so poked. Print out pinup pictures. So I'm gonna have a set of actual pinup pictures that people can get on my pinup Patreon. I'm excited for it. They're gonna be like those old retro looking photos, and I'm gonna sign the bottom, hand sign the bottoms and everything. Oh yeah, and if you are $2, you're a $2 Patreon on RailcarRosieart. I'll be releasing discount codes today, and also pictures that I took at that abandoned movie set. Well, it's not abandoned, but it's a old movie set. It's like a Western movie set. Only joking. Have a nice day. Okay. I don't know what you were joking about. That's the first comment I seen by you, but it was hilarious. I don't think TikTok does, or YouTube does that filtering as much. Back pictures. Hello! Hello! Oh my gosh. Howdy from Jamaica. Hello. Oh, this is Hobo. This is Hobo the dog. Yeah, if you're new here, I didn't think many people would be new, because we only have 9 people in here. If there's a way to like boost my algorithm on this lives for YT, I guess do it. I don't know how that would be. But yeah, feel free to do that. Feel free to follow me as well. If you are new here, my name is RailcarRosie, the freight train riding cowgirl. I've been hitchhiking, hopping trains around the United States for about 8 years now. And I live in my van when I'm not hitchhiking, hopping trains around the United States. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I will answer in the best of my abilities. I do pinup modeling, burlesque, dancing, and watercolor painting. I do watercolor painting in a cartoon retro Disney rubber hose style. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We're usually on the YT, or the YTs, oh my god. We're usually on TikTok. But, it seems that that's not going to be a thing anymore for now. So here we are. Here we are on the old red play button app, mustering our way along. With no music. gotta find out a way to get like a public domain one, you know. Well, thank you. Well, my TikTok keeps getting restricted. Every time I go live, I could go in and for 5 minutes, I'll be in there. And then all of a sudden I'm restricted. I won't say anything at all. I'll be restricted. I've tried everything to fix it. I can't fix it, so just can't really go live on there anymore, really, fortunately. Yeah, well, I don't know. Honestly, it's just mentally, it's not good for me to keep doing that with TikTok. Cause like, I'm doing everything I can to figure out why it's that way, and then I feel like I fixed it, and then I go on there and it restricts me again, and it's just like, it's really fucking with my mental health, honestly, y'all. You know, because my lives were doing okay. They were doing all right. You know, we were at least getting new people in the lives and talking and having a good time, and then all of a sudden this happened, and yeah, it's just frustrating. But yeah, I'm kind of just gonna go on TikTok now and let people know on the TikTok that I'm gonna be live over here. Alright, so that's the plan for now, and then hopefully one day I'll see it not work or work more better or something. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's okay. I'll be fine. It's really shitty. I was saying it earlier. It's just that was one of the places I was able to talk about my art the most and get people who are new to see it. And it felt real nice talking to people being like, can you do this custom painting? Can you do this? You know, and it was really fun and I enjoyed it. And now that seems to be all over and it sucks. It sucks a little bit. But you know, like I said earlier, I'm a hobo. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And god dang, this ain't gonna get me down, I'll tell you that much. I mean, obviously it hurt my feelings and it frustrates me, but it's not gonna like break my spirits. I'm not gonna give up on anything by any means. I mean, I might have to stop doing my pinup as much again because I can't afford makeup like that. You know, I have to cut back on a few things, but I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? You know? Alright, cool. Little baggie, almost done. I made it out of fabric, old canvas fabric, and old buttons I had, pants. These are pants. These pants are mine, and these pants are Leslie's. Alright, cool. Now the next thing we're gonna do is put this lovely patch on it. This nice Union Pacific patch on the pouch. And it matches so well. I love how it matches. Oops. Matches. But, oh god, I'm gonna wait to do that. I'm gonna partake in a bowl. What time is it? Les is probably gonna leave soon. Because we've got to find a spot to hang out for our anniversary, because my anniversary is coming up real soon, and we want to go somewhere we can just fucking relax, not a hotel, but like somewhere outside where we can just relax, be away from people, just relax, you know. How it is like, honestly, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, something similar to that. I was thinking about how I kind of wish they had like a reality TV show, which I hate reality TV shows. But for the funny of it, for it being funny. I wish I kind of had one that was called a week in their shoes or something, and it was like some hater or someone who thought that someone's life was really easy would have to like walk a week in their life, and then the day-to-day things that they had to do. And I thought that'd be interesting, you know what I mean? But we all know capitalism loves ruining interesting ideas like that, so they would just fucking butcher that. Oh, billionaire shoes, man. If I had to walk in billionaire shoes, they'd get back to their house and they'd have no more money. The bank account would be gone. Where'd all my money go? I don't know. So it was given to this charity. Oh, I'm not sure. I can't tell you. Don't know how that happened. Oh, and I would have to buy, I've been talking about this, I would get a bunch of charities, and then I would also buy a old western town that's in the mountains. Like an old western town. Buy one of those. I'm talking about how I want one of those so bad. Because I just went to one. I went to a movie set that was an old western movie set, and it was beautiful. It was so much fun. And these people like lived on it. So they were living in one of the houses. I was like, oh, man, I would love to have that. And then I would have my house out like a few feet away from the, place, so that I could have my own little spot when the tourists are about checking it out. But man, I'd love it. Oh, and an ambulance, of course. Of course, an ambulance as well. An ambulance, so I can convert it to an off-grid vehicle. Does anyone know if you can smoke weed on here? Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, that's really close to our anniversary. That's so cute. Yeah, ours is the 15th of this month. Technically, it's a day after Valentine's Day, but we usually celebrate it on Valentine's Day. But Les said he wanted to celebrate it after Valentine's Day, so I guess we're gonna just relax 2 times a day. Man from Colorado. Is that a movie? Is it an old movie? Or is it a new movie? I've been watching a lot of old movies recently. And I want to watch some westerns now. Ouch! Ankle. We're still in Arizona. We're going to be in Arizona for a bit. But we're still in Branson because we spent another night in a motel because we went up to that movie set and we didn't have any time to get anywhere because there's not much around where we are right now, and our headlights are not working, so we need to like find a spot before it gets dark. You know what I mean? What are we doing? It's a western. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, because I've been wanting to watch some westerns recently. Ever since I went to that movie set, I was like, I gotta watch movie sets. What am I doing? I don't know if I can say smoking weed, but I'm smoking some weed. I get in the hell of trouble on TikTok for saying that. So. Yeah, that's why we have to always make sure we get everywhere before dark because of our headlights aren't fixed. But I want to find somewhere. I know there's not a lot of people on this live, but We're trying to find somewhere by Branson, Arizona, where we can go and camp for a few days with service, but also like kind of out there, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I just want somewhere I can relax and rest and not have to worry about a dog running up and, trying to play with my dog when my dog doesn't want to play with it, or somebody walking straight behind my vehicle and people barking. I just want to relax away from people. I love people, just sometimes I want to be away from people. You know what I mean? Oh, it's windy. It's difficult. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to smoke on I should have read the community guidelines on here. I mean, I have. I just haven't recently. It's been a while. I thought you could, though. I thought I've been on YT Live and I've seen people packing bowls. But I also don't want to get in trouble over here because that'd be bad. That wouldn't be good. Howdy. Welcome over here on our silent live streams. Also be going live, I think, on TikTok before we go live over here, you know what I mean? So we'll be able to like listen to music for like a little bit and then go over here. That's gonna be the plan for now. I have songs playing in my head because I can't play music on here. Drive me crazy. My lipstick getting all messed up. It's kind of smudged on this side. I need to get a different lip liner. My lip liner's lighter than my lip gloss. So, or my lipstick. Just not a gloss. Would go in your hair. Ladies who are all fancy and stuff, they'd put their hat on the top of their head like this, like mine is. Sometimes even depending on the hat, would rest literally on the back of your head, right? And you would have a pin that would go in the side of your head, not inside of your head, in the side of your hat that would pin into your hair. And it was actually a big thing that was used for defense with women back in the day because they weren't allowed to carry any other type of defense. But it was also to help from the wind from catching your hat, because a lot of those hairdos, you would put your hat on the back of your head. These fancy, nice hairdos, you'd put it right on the back of your head, And that's easier for the wind to catch to it. So I need a hat pin. I cut it a few days ago. Before we left Bisbee, I cut it. The night we left Bisbee, I cut it. And I cut it a little bit too short. But honestly, I'm kind of happy I did this and made it a little bit too short, because curling hair is easier. Like, curling vintage hair is easier done with shorter hair. And so now I can practice the curls easier and not feel as daunting. You know what I mean? Because it was really daunting when I had such long hair to curl it all. Like, I mean, my hair is down to like right here, and so it took so long to curl. And I'm sitting there trying to learn how to curl hair, and it's like very long. It's taking me forever. You know what I mean? If they saw that. I had a rock that fell into my bloomers, and I need to get it out. Did you guys know that I appreciate all 10 of you? And yeah, I'm grateful that y'all have enjoyed my journey and my artwork. And I really appreciate y'all, because I never could imagine that my TikTok would get to the point where at least, I don't know, 2 people would come over and try to find me in a different platform, you know? So yeah, I'm really thankful for all y'all. I just wanted to say that. I appreciate you guys. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. And I'm sure not even everybody's here right now. There's a few people that I'm sure are just doing stuff. Like Ozzy and Janster. Janster was in here earlier, though, I think. Really long enough. Do I like Trump? No. No. Not this outlaw lass. Outlaw lass. Just wouldn't be right. Just wouldn't fit with the things that I believe in. Yeah, it is a tattoo. I'm surprised you knew it. A brownie point shaped as a rose for you, because most people say, did you get punched in the eye? Did you get punched in the eye? You know what I mean? And yeah, I watched a video last night. Sorry, this is a little bit off topic than what we were just talking about, but for the persons who said that they like Trump, there's this guy, he was talking about the thing that Trump posted with Kamala Harris and Obama's face over monkeys. Dude, it's like, this is it. I'm not talking and like debating with Trump people anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm fed up with it. And I was like, you know what? I like to hear someone else say that, because I've been done with it for a long time, brother. You know? A long fucking time. Really? Oh, that's awesome. I love to hear that, because now I feel like I'm not alone in this world. You know, on my TikTok, I constantly had to tell people I was not punched in the face. It would become to the point where I was like reiterating myself so much that we told the chat to remember to tell others that I didn't have a black eye. Because people would ask it so much. It was ridiculous. There was a time I put it in the bio, actually. Like when you would click onto my live stream, it would say, it's not a black eye. I thought it was, my dog was barking at it. It was the highway. I should have known better. Your barks would make my ear hurt. I know. I'd like to get mine fixed, my tattoo on my face, but... You saying hi? Is he coming to say hi? Oh, don't lick my face. I can make him. You don't want to do that. Alright. I'm gonna have the rest of this bowl if you don't mind. Just gonna stay there. And now, so my channel is all about, I would say it's kind of vloggy, but not really. It's not my main profession. I do watercolor paintings, and then I'd like to do some more pinup stuff, but I haven't done much pinup on here. But yeah, it's kind of just pinup, travel, and just me in a nutshell, honestly. So sometimes I do paintings. Sometimes I edit videos of my travels and the things that I do, whether that's hitchhiking or hopping trains or living in my van. I'll document it. So it's kind of vlogging, but I don't like just do like I don't really do the day-to-day kind of stuff like most people do. Like, oh, I sat down and I ate this, and then here's me brushing my teeth, and here's my doing this and doing that. I really just film when I want to film, you know? So if I see something cool, I film it. If I am inspired to film something, I film it, or I take pictures of it. But yeah, I don't really do vlogging stuff. But yeah, a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch. Just life. Just me. Pinup, burlesque, watercolor, travel. That's me in a nutshell, I would say. I had severe dyslexia still. Didn't go away. I wish. I have severe dyslexia, and so growing up, working like normal jobs was really hard to me because I didn't work as fast as other people did, and so I could see how I impacted people's work schedules because of how slow I worked. On top of that, because of my severe dyslexia, I couldn't do jobs with reading and writing because it would take me a million years to do, and I probably ended up spelling it all wrong anyway. And that inevitably ended up causing me to have severe panic attacks and just really bad mental health issues, and so I just left. I just felt like I didn't fit anywhere, and I never would, you know. And so I met somebody who was hitchhiking, and I left. And at the time I was living by myself. I had been living by myself for about 2 years at that time, but I had left when I was 18. And then I just started hitchhiking. Then I stopped hanging out with the person I first started hitchhiking with. We didn't hitchhike for long. We hitchhiked for like about a week, but we weren't very like friendly with each other. You know, we were just like, I'll travel with you, and then, you know, kind of just not compatible as people to be around each other, to be honest. And so I went my own way, and I started hitchhiking by myself, and then I ended up hopping trains in Oregon, and then I hitchhiked by myself a little bit. Yeah, here I am. Now I have an amazing boyfriend that I've been with for about 4 years now, and we hitchhiked and hopped trains for about a year together, and then we saved up, got our van, and now we've been part-time living in our van and part-time still hitchhiking and hopping trains. But we'll hitchhike and hop trains, get back to our van. When we're not in our van and we're hitchhiking and hopping trains, we park our van at friends' houses around the United States. God damn, this wind. Oh yeah. I enjoy it though. I love all the kind of videos that I do. I think the one thing I hate filming the most is actually white watercolor. Despise filming watercolor. What is brutal? Sorry. but we're in Arizona right now. For those who don't know. We're in Arizona. We just came from Colorado about a month ago. We went through New Mexico. We picked up our friend in New Mexico, and then we dropped him off in Phoenix. And Anywhere Man. For the 8 people in here who might know Anywhere Man. And then we're in Arizona now, just doing stuff. Not blurry. It was the motel room. Can you believe it? The motel didn't have any Wi-Fi, and so I think there's just when we were in the room, the service was really bad. I was telling people earlier, I remember I got off of live, and someone had messaged me and also commented on one of my videos on here and was like, "You need better this. You need better this equipment." Right after I had gotten off here because it was blurry, and I was like, I'm kind of like going through it right now, and you just want to sit here and not be helpful, tell me to get better this, better that. You think if I had the money to do that, I would have a better camera and a better that, but I don't, and I knew that wasn't the reason anyway. So I could have had the best camera in the world if this guy said I should have had. Wouldn't have made a goddamn difference. Howdy, howdy. This is backpack. All your stuff back in your backpack, boo. Probably gotta head out of here. I won't be surprised if Les already wanted to leave a few minutes ago. Sewing a little bag, sitting here, being frustrated. Yeah, you know what? Alright, y'all. Thank you for everybody who has came from TikTok over here. Thank you for anybody who knew was in here and asked me questions too. I appreciate that. I didn't expect many new people to be in here because I don't go live on here enough. I fell into the trap of going live on TikTok because they had my views going up. And then they restricted me, and now I can't go live at all. Well, I can, but I just keep it restricted. Anyway, not important. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate y'all. I will be on down the road, and I will see you guys maybe later today. If not, definitely tomorrow. But yeah.